Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now with me is Superior Livestock Representative Clint Berry. Clint, I know you've been on the show this summer and multiple other times, but here we are back in Fort Worth on this fine Monday. It was hot this weekend, but it was a good weekend. We have a travel day tomorrow, then we head to Winnemucca. But before we get into all of that, we've had a great summer sale season so far. We've got to see a lot of people, put a lot of faces to names, and it's just been really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the excitement about the road shows that always causes, you get a chance to really mingle with the sellers and the buyers from all across the country. You know, they really kind of make it their sale. I know a lot of the sellers we work with, they get pretty tied into specific sales, just like Winnemucca. You know, I mean, that's 1 and 2's sales right there, region 1 and 2's. And, you know, that it's a great atmosphere. Winnemucca's one of the funnest of the year, that's for sure.
That is, and I think it's interesting because you are heavily involved and still, are involved, but you work for the Red Angus Association. So you see a lot of those guys that come where genetics are very, very important to them. What's that like being on this end of things now and selling cattle with Superior?
Well, actually, having the work on the genetic side makes my job a little easier. But yes, you're exactly right. I mean, I'm in full belief that true value starts with the genetics in the cattle. And then the management side and all the added value options that we do build from that. When we get out to Winnemucca, you're going to see something pretty special there. That was the original first Red Angus section that was ever grouped together and offered. Jim Davis kind of organizes customers. And so Thursday, they'll have a Red Angus section. And then Friday they'll turn around and have a Charolais section, so get a chance at some of them calves with even greater growth potential, higher yield gains and stuff. It's unique to our setup for that.
And speaking of uniqueness, I know that a lot of those guys, especially in the purebred operations and all of that, they come back and they buy back on these calves. It's something that we're seeing. We're seeing 44 Farms do it. We're seeing Riverbend. We're seeing Ludwigson, Weedle, DeBrucker. They're all coming back and they're buying back calves.
Well, and that's always a road that each person's got to determine how to go down. Because, I've had a lot of, I guess you'd call mentors in the breed that, or in the business of seed stock production, and some of them hold true to the fact that what they're here to do is make great genetics and allow the marketing to take care of themselves. So we've got other guys that come from the other side of it and end up creating genetics so they can have the kind of cattle that they're searching for. But you do see a big buyback into that investment. And the most important thing, I think, one of the reasons you're seeing it is that seed stock producer market is getting much more competitive. And in the future, it's going to get even more competitive. And so if they can find a way to have some pullback and build some demand for their product through their customers' products, that's where you're going to see increased efforts on that end.
Do you think the value-added programs that we have through Superior really add value to those calves too? When speaking about genetics and all the things that we do have to offer, I mean, I know you and I talked about this before, but it really does add dollars when you go to sell your cattle.
Oh, absolutely. And in a great market, a very aggressive market, it moves cattle to the very top. I mean, we set new highs with cattle like that in 2013, 2014, even parts of 2015. In a tougher market, those added value programs or what can be the difference between a steady or even sometimes drawing enough attention from multiple buyers to have a bidding contest. And that's been a big play. The cattle that come on with the greater number of logos and have more options for the buyers to capture their investment are the ones that are going to set the pace.
And we're here to get more dollars for all of our customers, that is for sure, and all the sellers. We have more to talk about, so we'll go to commercial break and we'll be right back.